Hello everyone, welcome. So we will be moving through a full body flow with preparation into crow pose today and arm balance. Personally, what I love about arm balances is they not only strengthen your body, but really take a lot of focus and get you out of your head. So I hope you enjoy it. Just like any other posture, know that you can take them, leave them. You can try it, you can choose not to. You can incorporate additional props if you'd like. The beauty of practicing at home is also you can pause the video, try it out, listen to what I say, and then pause it, come back to it. Really make it your own, just like any other practice. A couple things we'll need today is a strap, is a block. If you don't have a strap, a couple of different alternatives for at home would be a robe tie, a belt, even a dog leash, whatever you can find, get creative with it. If you have a block, great. If you don't, that's okay. We may or may not use it that much either. One last element I want to mention before we go ahead and start is we'll be taking crow pose prep on our backs as well as upright. So as we come to the upright variation of it, if you prefer to just come back down onto your mat, take on your back, you're welcome to do so. You get the same benefit. I can't stress that enough. Working the same muscles. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and start lying face up. You can let your knees bend, let your legs come along, whatever you prefer. Whatever allows your body a sense of heaviness and ease just as you arrive. Arms can come a bit wider away from the sides of your body. Flip your palms face up or face down. And take the next 3 rounds of breath, just to fully observe. Observe how you arrived on your mat, what it feels like today. And the challenge in this initial arrival is to not judge, to not right away here expect I should feel this way or my body should look this way. Place one hand to the center of your chest, one hand to the middle of your abdomen here. Now, if you could almost let that hand that's at the center of your chest feel weighted, like it got a little bit heavier. And as you breathe in, emphasize breathing into that bottom hand, feeling perhaps a little or a lot expansion outward. And as you exhale, actively here, belly button, draw it downward towards the ground. And feel that bottom hand perhaps drop a little bit more. Inhale, breathe into your bottom hand. And as you exhale, actively draw your belly button downward. And keep that hand here at the center of your abdomen where it is. The hand at your chest. Place it to the side of your body, like towards your rib cage, whatever side. Elbow might be kind of bent weird here. We're not going to be here long, but as you breathe in, now add here expansion side to side. So breathe into your front, breathe into your sides. And as you exhale, actively draw now your belly button downward and feel a sense of your ribs drawing back in towards center. So if you were to visualize an imaginary here midline in your body. And as you breathe in, you're expanding away from that midline, not just forward, but now side to side. And as you exhale, you're actively drawing the expansion back in towards center, towards that midline. The last layer here. As you breathe in, breathe into your front, breathe into your sides, and breathe into your back, so much so that it might extend downward towards the ground more. As you exhale, draw your front, your sides, your back actively in towards center. Almost like you were trying to hug that imaginary midline. You visualize within your mind, at the center of your body. You can keep your hands here as just additional feedback, making the brain to body connection of expansion. Or if you would like, you can release your hands, take 5 more breaths here, looking for that 360-degree expansion. There's no rush to get there. Bottom of your next complete breath cycle. Just try to relax some of that focus details. Relax your shoulders a little bit. You can even kind of wiggle. Straighten your legs if they aren't already. Wiggle the lower half. And then take 1 more breath. Breathe into your front, sides, back. Try to aim for that idea of expansion, not just in one direction. And as you exhale, actively draw your belly button downward. Draw your ribs in, draw your back body up. 1 by 1, bend your knees if they aren't already there. Go ahead, please grab your props, your strap, or whatever you found to use in lieu of. And the strap is going to come underneath you. So depending upon how long your arms are, your strap is going to land and is going to be placed wherever your arms are at straight. So for me personally, my strap is about here, just towards the bottom portion of my glutes. And then I'm just going to release down onto the strap. Your block, if you have it, can be placed between your inner thighs. Now, if you don't have a block, you can imagine your inner thigh bones just kind of squeezing towards center, but they're not going to actually touch. You're not going to squeeze your legs together, but you're just going to think of here like you had 2 fists even, and you were going to squeeze your legs together towards your fists. Okay. So once you have your props in place, your palms are going to come down towards the strap. So my knuckles, my fingernails are going to face upright towards the ceiling. And then you'll actually grab your strap and create a fist with it. So you're squeezing the strap pretty tight here, creating fists with both hands. So if my hands were down to the ground, it would look like so. Now your hands are going to come about maybe like 2 to 3 inches wider than your shoulders on each side. You're not going to be right in tight towards your sides, towards your hips. You're going to be a bit wider, even towards the edges of your mats is a good kind of landmark here. So create fists with your hands, grip your strap quite a bit. Take an inhale breath here, squeeze the block, or imagine inner thighs activating by hugging towards center. As you exhale, draw your belly button downward, find a little bit of tone across the front of your abdomen, and then actively pull your fists apart. And you're gonna pull here as much as you would like to activate. So if you're looking for, hey, I want more muscle activation, you're gonna pull harder and more. I can't stress enough, more is just simply more. It doesn't mean it's better, it doesn't mean that you're working way different, way harder than someone else. Just know it's more, and you can choose how much, how little. Now your outer arms, push them down. Get wide across the front of your chest. You're gripping the strap, you're pulling apart. Squeeze the block. Keep all of this work here within your upper half. Take an inhale, breathe into your front, sides, back. As you exhale, tone across your abdomen, draw your belly button downward, hug your ribs in. Think of that squeeze towards that imaginary midline. Push into your heels, lift up, bridge pose. So you're still pulling your arms wide and you're pressing the outer portions of your shoulders down. Take an inhale breath here. As you exhale, slowly roll back down, belly button to spine. So think of cat pose in reverse as you lower back down. Lengthen your tailbone. Right away here, we're going to inhale, lift back up. So moving through this lift and lower in your bridge pose, upper body super active though. Each time you lower, you're rolling down. Find your own rhythm based upon the length of your breath, but try to remember and visualize that detail. Each inhale, you're expanding front, sides, back of your body away from center. And each exhale breath, you're tightening, creating some tone within your abdomen. Then you're lifting and lowering, pardon me. Keep pulling your hands apart, push down through your outer arms, get wide from collarbone to collarbone. Five more breaths here, one being both inhale, exhale. Keep pulling your hands, try not to lose that activation. Arms may be feeling it by now. Bear with me. Try not to lose as well that activation of your core system, of your center and your exhale, even as your upper half is working. Last two here. Bottom of that second time that you lower, relax your arms, release the strap out from underneath you. You can kind of roll your shoulders a little bit, shake out your arms if you would like. You can ditch the block. Legs are gonna come long here, and then arms will come long alongside your body. So we're gonna take what's called a half boat pose to activate here, target front of core. Palms will flip face up now, just like you had that strap. Think of getting wider from collarbone to collarbone. Lengthen the back of your neck, slide your chin back slightly. Breathe into your front sides back. As you exhale, actively draw everything, front sides back in towards center. Try to find some tone across the front of your abdomen, belly button hugs downward. Lift the back of your head, your shoulder blades from that tone. So I'm not lifting really high, I'm lifting the backs of my hands as well, reaching forward. Doesn't take a lot to find here the activation. Now, if your chin is further forward than here, where you're feeling more of your neck than you're feeling your core, try to think less chin, you're lifting from your center. Hands can also come to the back of your head to support your head here. Now you can stay if this feels like a good challenge. Each exhale, you're drawing your belly button downward towards the ground, or if you would like, lift your heels up. Hold for 5, 4, belly button draws downward for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the heels, release the back of your head. Now right away, palms are gonna release face down, bend your knees. One by one, pick your feet up, shins will face the ceiling. So like you had that block there, you don't actually need it. Like you had that block there, find your inner thighs, and then slowly here, legs are gonna move closer and closer together and actively squeeze your inner thighs now to touch. Inhale, breath, you're just gonna widen. Try to keep that inner thigh activation. We're gonna find a little bit more of it in a second. Arms are gonna lift up towards the ceiling, draw your shoulder blades down. First crow pose of our practice is traditional crow. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, draw your belly button downward, hug your ribs in, hug your back body. Lift the back of your head, your shoulder blades. You're reaching your arms forward towards that space of your legs. Now my knees are gonna work high on the backs of my arms. It's gonna be different for everyone. Maybe your knees don't get quite as high and it's okay. Bend your elbows, think chaturanga arms. Think that kind of halfway down bend of your arms. Pull your fingers back towards your face. Draw your belly button down, lift the back of your head, your shoulder blades. Now squeeze your legs into your arms. Arms are gonna get wide, think that strap, pull apart. Hold for 10 seconds here. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, mindfully release. Lengthen the legs right back into that half boat pose. Flip the palms face up, front heads of the shoulders. Go away from the center of your chest. Get wide from collarbone to collarbone. Breathe in. Exhale, belly button to spine. Lift the back of your head, your shoulder blades just a little bit away from the ground. Lift your arms up, reach forward. Know that hands can come to the back of the head here, especially if you feel it too much in your neck. Stay or lift the heels of your feet. Now, if you lift your heels and you feel more of your hip flexor than your core, consider lowering the heels, really emphasize that breath engagement of your core. Hold and breathe. Draw your belly button downward, try to target here low core as well. Think of fake coughing or laughing on the exhale. Release. Flip the palms face down, bend your knees. One by one, pick your feet up, shins parallel to the ceiling. Now, once again, take an inhale breath here. As you exhale against your own resistance, squeeze your inner thighs, your legs to touch. Second variation of crow pose, arms lift up. We're gonna take a side crow to the right. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, lift the back of your head, your shoulder blades. Think of cat pose. Draw your belly button down towards the ground, almost imprinting your low back space. Now your arms here are gonna rotate to the right. Knees are gonna rotate to the left. Squeeze inner thighs together. Bend your elbows. Work your elbows towards your outer right leg. Keep thinking of lifting here, the back of your head, your shoulder blades. Hold for 10 seconds. Hands are pulling back towards your face, elbows are bent. 4, 4. 3, inner thigh squeezing. For 2, get wide collarbone to collarbone like you were pulling that strap apart. And 1, slowly, mindfully release. Release your feet down, release your arms down, right back into that half boat. Take an inhale, flip your palms up. Exhale, belly button to spine, lift the back of your head, your shoulder blades. Lift your heels. This is our last time with our half boat. Hold for 8 more seconds. Keep drawing your belly button downward. Slowly, mindfully release. Knees bent, palms split face down. One by one, pick your feet up. Last time here, now side crow to the left. Inner thighs squeeze, work your own resistance. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Arms are gonna lift up towards the ceiling, draw your shoulder blades down just for a moment. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, think of pushing your hands towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades are gonna pull away from the middle of your upper back, lift away from the ground. Lift the back of your head, your shoulder blades up. Draw your belly button down. Elbows are gonna bend. Rotate your upper body towards the left, knees to the right. Elbows are working relatively high on the thigh here. Inner thigh squeeze. Hands pull back towards your face, hold and breathe. Lift the back of your head, your shoulder blades. Last 6, 5, keep working here, squeeze. For 4, get wide collarbone to collarbone. 2, and 1, untwist, release the back of your head, release your legs, full body stretch. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, open mouth exhale, just let everything flop. 1 more breath, just like that. Breathe in, think space, length. And open mouth, exhale, let everything flop. 1 by 1, bend your knees, draw them in towards your chest. Rock and roll any feel-good movement you would like. Make your way up to seated. From seated, shift forward, find a tabletop, hands and knees. Now as you find your tabletop, hands and knees here, shoulders stack over your wrists. Knees are about hip width distance. So upper body here, from your shoulders to your pelvis, try to think of a neutral pelvis and straight line from shoulders to pelvis. On your inhale, you're gonna let the center of your chest, your rib cage, drop towards the ground, but try not to let your low back arch. You're just dropping towards the ground. Then lift your tailbone, lift your gaze, cow pose. As you exhale, draw your belly button in towards your spine. Let that initiate the round. And then push your hands into the ground. Same kind of action we're gonna take in our crow pose. Start to think of hollowing the belly. Shoulder blades pull away from the center of your upper back. Now pause here. Chin's gonna draw a little in towards your chest. Think of pulling your hands slightly apart as you are rounding cat pose. Inhale, breath, come back to that neutral, that straight line. Drop your rib cage, drop your chest, shoulder blades squeeze a little bit towards the middle of your upper back, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone. Cow pose. Little bit different kind of setup for it. As you exhale, draw your belly button in. So your core system is what's creating here this rounding, this lift. Push the ground away with your hands. Pull your shoulder blades away from the middle of your upper back space. Chin can draw in. Now again, last layer, think of that strap between your hands, pull a little bit wide. Continue, follow your own breath, really thinking of letting your chest, your ribs drop, then lifting the gaze, then arching the low back for cow pose. And as you exhale, hollow belly, core system creates this rounding. Pull your front ribs back a lot. 3 more rounds here, follow your own breath. Bottom of your third breath out here that you find your cat pose. Based upon those two movements, once again, find that straight line. Find what feels most like neutral for you. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back, down dog. And pedal out your feet. Find any feel-good movement you would like. Start to build a little bit more of a rhythm between our breath or movement. So as I'm cueing us through these next movements, take it at your own pace. Might be different than what I'm cueing breath-wise, so know that you don't have to move exactly how I'm saying. Next breath in, just prep, knees can bend the ladder a little, any sort of prep you'd like, and then just make your way to the top of your mat. Once you get there to a forward fold, knees can bend the ladder a little. Don't have to be here, hands touching the ground. Hands can come to your thighs, they can come to your shins. Try to bring your body weight a little bit more forward though. Inhale, breath, lift halfway. Lengthen the front to the sides of your body. Push your hands into whatever contact they're connected to. As you exhale, belly button the spine, fold forward from your hips. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms reach out and up. On your exhale breath, belly button the spine, bend your elbows. Think letter W. So you're gonna bend past 90, a little squeeze of your elbows. Downward, lift your gaze, lift your chest. Exhale, breath, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Lunge your right leg forward, left leg back. Inhale your right arm up, turn your chest, turn your ribs open. As you exhale, release your right hand down. Right hand can stay on the outside of your right foot, or you can bring it to the inside of your right foot, step back plank. Now from your plank, know the alternative is knees down. You're working the same muscles here, whether knees are lifted or lowered. Just like that strap here in your bridge pose, think of pulling your hands apart. Get wide across the front of your chest. Now another layer, push the ground away. Peel shoulder blades away from the middle of the upper back space, just like your cat pose. Draw your belly button in towards your spine, lengthen your tailbone down. Take one more full breath cycle here. On your exhale, navel to spine, belly lifts the hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, breath in your down dog. Exhale your left knee forward towards your nose. So a couple different ways you can step your foot forward. You can land the foot, pick your left hand up, grab the calf, fist this bit forward, or you can step up between your hands. Inhale, get light on your fingers, side body lengthens, pull your left thigh back. Exhale, bend your right knee, look forward, step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Lift high enough to feel front and back side of core. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Arms reach out and up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, stand back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Low lunge, left leg forward, right leg back. Get light on your right fingers. Inhale your left arm up, turn your ribs, turn your chest open, back leg straight and strong. Exhale, release your left hand down. To frame your foot or to the inside. Now tone your belly, step back plank. Pause in your plank, push the ground away. Try to feel your shoulder blades pull away from the center of your upper back as you lift the front side of your chest, almost like you're pressing it all the way through the back side. Bottom of your exhale, tone. Lift your hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, right knee forward towards your nose, hollow belly, think plank and cat. Step the foot forward. Right heel of the hand can lift to make room. Inhale, bend your back knee. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, navel to spine, letter W with the arms, baby back bend, lift your ribcage forward, chest up. Inhale, back up, exhale, fold. Exhale, release your right hand back down, step back plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, belly button to spine, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, left knee forward towards your nose, think plank and cat, hollow belly. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step forward, top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, a little bit of spinal extension. Lift high enough to feel front and back of core. As you exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, right leg back. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, release your left hand. Step back, plank. Pause in your plank. Press the ground away, think the straps there, pull hands apart. Exhale, tone the belly like you're gonna fake cough or laugh. Try to use those muscles to lift your pelvis up and back. Full breath in your down dog. Exhale, right knee forward towards your nose, think plank and cat, hollow belly. Breathe in, side body lengthens. Exhale, breath, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Once more, follow your own breath. Trying to just move and breathe here. If you forgot what we did, that's okay. You're just alternating lunges. So you're stepping back and stepping forward with the same foot. Add a breath in your plank. Use your core to lift your hips up and back. Once you make your way all the way back up, fold forward. Second side, you're stepping your right foot back. And you're stepping your right foot forward. We'll meet here, standing top of your mat, palms press. Eyes can close or find one non-moving focal point to bring your gaze to. Hands can come to the center of your chest. Take a moment to pause to breathe. Feel your heartbeat. Come back to that visual of that imaginary midline. And with each breath in, you're breathing your front sides back away from that midline. And with each breath out, drawing back in towards center, subtle kind of squeeze as you draw front sides back in. One more breath here. And open up your eyes, release your arms. Second time here, we'll be in our crow pose. So now we're taking crow upright. Know you can take it here on your back as well. So we're gonna squat down here. A couple different things. I'm gonna grab my block just as a reference. If you're squatting down and you're like, hey, this is too much on my knees, my hips, again, go to on your back. Otherwise, you can grab a block, place it underneath your sit-bones. You can even hang out here in a yogi squat kind of posture. If you would like to attempt the crow pose here, knees are gonna come wide, your arms are gonna come here between your legs. Now, similar to, I've referenced chaturanga, similar to chaturanga, your elbows are gonna bend the same way. So you're gonna bend kind of elbows halfway, roughly. It's not gonna be for everyone exactly. It's gonna be kind of that halfway bend. What you don't want though is the elbows to bow out really wide. You wanna think tight and towards the sides of your body as you bend. Now, another kind of just trick I feel like is beneficial. Lift up onto your tiptoes. You can work your elbows wide for the time being. Get your knees as high in the backs of your arms as you can get them. And then hug elbows back and towards center. Little pull apart of the hands. Push the ground away. Draw your belly button in and up. Look forward. There's going to be a subtle rock forward. So my heels kind of lift. Now with that subtle rock, you can lift one toe. Rock that weight back to that toe. Lift your opposite toe. Or think of kind of a swift motion, come forward, squeeze the knees, push the arms out, draw the belly button in and up, push the ground away, lift a toe, maybe lift the second toe. Now if you're hanging out really solid in your crow pose, work your big toes towards one another to touch, or start to think of straightening your arms, working it into crane. Hold here just a few more rounds of breath, playing around. We'll release to a forward fold. Lift halfway. Get some space across the front of the hip creases here. Push your hands into a contact, lengthen 2 directions. Now bend your knees, hands will come to your hips. Pull your heels apart, push down, slowly stand up. Take a moment, release your arms. Now from the top of your mat here, body weight will shift into your right foot. Step your left foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Back knee can bend a lot or a little. As you exhale, draw your belly button in and up. Open up here to the right. Right arm back behind you, left arm forward. Pause here, breathe. Grow longer and turn. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Keep the depth through your front knee, flip your right palm up, breathe in, reverse your warrior. Exhale, breath, come forward and down, extended side angle. Now we're gonna add a little bit of a variation here. Both arms are gonna extend forward. Like you were holding that strap, create fists with your hands, and then pull. Pull, pull. Turn your right rib cage another centimeter open. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, bend your elbows to a 90. Keep turning your chest, turn your ribs. Slowly, mindfully release back down. Low lunge, step back plank. First here, vinyasa flow. We will take, inhale, settle forward motion. Exhale, lower halfway. Hug the elbows tight, pull the heels of the hands back. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Belly tones, exhale, down dog. Big breath in here. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms reach out and up. Palms press, hands together at the center of your chest. Close your eyes. One breath. Release your arms. Second time, crow pose. Again, if you were like, hey, I want to eliminate it, pause, take a moment, listen to how to get into it. Come into a yogi squat, come onto your back. Hands are going to plant inside of your knees, side of your legs. Elbows here are not going to bow out, they're going to hug in tight. Bend the arms, work the knees high. Rock the body weight forward, maybe lift a toe, maybe lift your other toe. Push the ground away, draw your belly button in and up. Squeeze your arms with your legs, push your legs with your arms. Hold and breathe. Release to a forward fold. Right away from that forward fold, lift halfway, get some space in the front of the hip creases. Hands will come to your hips, bend your knees, reach your hips down and back, pull your feet apart, push down, rise up. From the top of your mat, step your right foot back. Find here a high lunge, arms lift, breathe in, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up to an open arm twist. Left arm back behind you, right arm out in front of you. Turn your chest, turn your ribs. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open up, warrior 2 on the left. Flip your left palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, breath, reach forward and down, extended side angle. Now take it or leave it, arm variation. Both arms will extend alongside your ears. Like you had that strap, fist with your hands, pull. Work your own resistance to pull. Turn your left rib cage towards here, the wall in front of you. Turn your right rib cage towards the ceiling. Pause. Next, exhale, bend your arms to a 90. You're thinking of pulling against your own resistance. Turn your chest, turn your ribs. Tone the belly here, release to a low lunge. Step back plank. Inhale, settle forward motion. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. On your exhale breath, or whenever you get there, top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway up. Exhale, breath, fold. Inhale all the way up, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands together at the center of your chest, close your eyes. Pause, take one full breath cycle. A little bit different here, way we're gonna get into this next movement. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, baby back bend, navel to spine. We've been here before. Inhale, stand back up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift high enough to feel front and back side of core. As you exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back from the plank. Inhale, settle forward motion. Exhale, lower halfway. With control, flip the tops of the feet. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Shoulder blades squeeze behind you, chest opens. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, breath. Right leg's just gonna lift to the height of your hips. And as you exhale, bend your right knee, but think hamstring curl. Think about someone pushing your heel and you're bending your leg against that resistance. Now slowly inhale, turn your pelvis open. On your exhale, square back around, knee forward towards your nose. Think plank and cat, hollow belly, step your foot down. Turn your back heel down, rise up, warrior two. Inhale, flip your right palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, reach forward and down, extended side angle. Both arms lift alongside your ear, turn your rib cage. Rotate. Fist with your hands, pull wide, bend to a 90. Turn your chest. Once again, extend the arms. This time, push the ground away with your front foot. Inhale, reverse triangle. From that reverse triangle, lift back up to center. Hands will come to your hips. Turn your right toes to face the same direction as your left toes. Heel toe feet together. Till you're about hip width distance. Second variation of crow, side crow on the right. So squat down. Again, you can take this on your back. You can take it upright. Legs will come towards one another to touch to some degree. Upper body is gonna twist. And let your feet be about at a 45-degree angle. So when you twist around, you wanna think here, just like your chaturanga, you're facing the front of your mat. So squat down, upper body twist, hands plant. So personally for me with side crow, I like to find a little bit of space for my arms, my legs, so I can bend my arms. Hands are gonna be about shoulder width distance apart. Elbows are gonna bend, think chaturanga arms. So you're gonna bend your arms. My right elbow as well is gonna be really tight in towards the right side. It's almost gonna be the support system to some degree for that side. So bend the arms, lean forward, maybe lift your left toes, maybe lift your right toes. Your head's gonna come relatively close to the ground. Maybe extend the legs, any variation you want. You could even kind of work to wrap the legs, extend them out to the side, play around with it. If you fall out of it, that's okay. Have fun. Couple more breaths here. We'll release two here. Back up to standing forward fold. Heel toe the feet wide. Toes slightly in, heels out, bend your knees, hands come to your hips, lift halfway, create some space across the front of the hips. Now pull your heels apart, push down, stand right back up. Right toes dial to the front of your mat, bend your right knee. Once again, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Step back plank. Move through your high to low, cobra or up dog, followed by down dog, or just ditch it, go right to down dog. Once you get there, take a full breath cycle. Inhale your left leg to the height of your hips. As you exhale, hamstring curl on the left. So you're gonna bend to a 90, but think of moving against resistance on that left heel. On your breath in, turn your pelvis open. On your exhale, square back around, left knee forward towards your nose. Step your foot between your hands. Turn your back heel down, rise up, warrior two. Flip your left palm up, inhale, reverse warrior. On your exhale, reach forward and down, extended side angle. Once again, arm variation, extend both arms. Fist with your hands, pull wide like you had a strap. On your exhale, bend to a 90. Turn your ribs, turn your chest. Use the muscles here of your center to get you further with the rotation. Re-extend your arms. Push the ground away with your front foot. Inhale, reverse triangle. Left arm up. Right hand will slide down your back leg. Now slowly lift back up to center. Hands can come to your hips. Turn your left toes in the same direction as your right toes. Heel toe your feet together. And then feet are going to come to slightly that angle. So almost like a 45-degree angle towards the top of your mat. Bend your knees. Squat down. Turn your upper body to face the front of your mat. Plant your hands down. So this could be where you stop. Think chaturanga arms. You're going to bend your elbows. I like to inch my feet a little bit away just so I have enough room to bend my elbows. Then there's going to be the belly drawing in and up. Lean forward. Side body kind of rests on your legs. Maybe pick one toe up. Maybe pick the other up. Maybe extend the legs. Head comes really close towards the ground. Play around with it. Have some fun. If you fall, it's okay. You can even place a pillow underneath you in case you fall on that. Couple more rounds of breath. There's no rush to get there. Once you're ready, you're going to turn back around to the long edge of your mat. Come into a forward fold, heel toe feet wide. Toes slightly in, heels out, hands come to your hips, bend your knees. Reach your hips down and back, pull your feet apart, push down, stand up. Dial your left toes to the front of your mat, back into your warrior two. Flip your left palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Step back. Move through here, your high to low up dog, followed by down dog, or directly to down dog. Last time here. Couple rounds of breath. Bottom of your exhale, on your next breath in, lift your heels high. Think of a wave-like motion, that front rib hugging back, push the ground away, come forward to a full plank. Adjust the distance between hands and feet if you need to here. And then slowly lower all the way down with control. Knees can lower, especially if you feel any discomfort in the low back or you're dropping your pelvis lower than the center of your chest. Once you lower all the way down, take a moment. Either cheek can rest down onto your mat, arms can come along. Feel your heartbeat. And try to lengthen out your breath. Once you're ready here, bottom of your next breath cycle, just flip to lie face up. Brief moment to counter here and open the front of the hips. Arms will come long alongside your body. Palms split face down. As you breathe in, push into your heels, lift your hips up, bridge pose. Emphasizing the bridge pose, not even the upper half for the time being, but your pelvis. Turn the front of your pelvis down, getting more space in the front of the hip creases. Lengthen your tailbone forward. If you sit for your job, I think this is my favorite counter to open up the front of the hips and strengthen here the backs of the legs. The good stuff, right? Couple more breaths. Press into your palms. If you want to make it all about the heart opener as well, roll your shoulders underneath you. Try to keep that space across the front of the hips though. Hands can interlace underneath you if you would like. Push your knuckles towards your heels. Bottom of your next breath out. If you roll your shoulders underneath you, bring them back out. Slowly with control, roll back down. Any final movements you would like here before coming into your final resting pose? Flip your palms face up. Couple nods of your head, yes, shake it, no. Try to lengthen the back of your neck. And there's no rush to get there. Once you arrive in your final resting pose, allow it to be something that you can fully settle in, that's restful, that your body is comfortable in. And let your outer body here soften, your skin soften. And gradually thinking almost from the outside in, letting your muscles soften, your bones be heavy. And with each breath in, breathe in the here, the now. Feel the temperature of the air as it draws in through your nose. And with each breath out, even if it's just for a moment, arrive. Feel the temperature of the air as it exits. Please know you are welcome to stay here as long as you would like. If you're ready to transition back into your day, deepen your breath, but keep this sense of ease within your body. And start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Take time to really feel those movements as if it were the first time. Roll your wrists, roll your ankles, and gradually make your way to rest on either side. There's no rush to get there. Eyes can stay open or closed, just trust you'll get there. And as you pause, rest on your side, take a moment to once again feel your breath now in this new shape. Your breath connects your outer experience with your inner, your mind to your body. And it is something that you have with you at all times to connect to. In times of stress, challenge, practice, even just for a moment, finding one breath, creating space from reaction. As you are ready, lean towards the ground, press into your hands, lift yourself up to seated. Again, eyes can stay open or closed, just trust that you'll get there. And as you get there, legs can be crossed or you can sit with your legs straight, whatever provides your body with ease, it does not matter. Sit tall, lift your shoulders up, back, and away from your ears. Let your palms stack one on top of the other at the center of your heart space, push into that space. And as you breathe in, breathe into your hands, feel that lift. From inner to outer. And as you exhale from outer to inner, soften. If you would like, fold forward to sealing your practice. Thanks so much for moving with me. I hope you had fun. If you have any questions, feel free to place them in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications of when we have classes. Look forward to moving with you soon.